From Flat Top Mountain here in southern West Virginia, this is the Allegheny Front Almanac. I'm Doc, and as we move through the winter solstice and Christmas, we slow down to notice the land, the sky, and what the season is asking of us. This is your almanac for the week of December 21st through the 28th. This week felt gentle, inward, reflexive. The weather stayed warm, warmer than the typical Appalachian Christmas. There wasn't that much snow. The ground soft, a little muddy, and that quiet gray light winter that we sometimes get instead of the blanket covered white. Well, I finally got the Honda Element running again. It's not fully fixed. It's still making that noise, just a bit quieter. So I call it a partial victory. It's drivable, and sometimes that's enough to keep moving forward. On the farm, made a few more winterizing updates in the barn. I fixed some of the cold spots, adjusted the lighting. I moved a few of the animals around to make sure everyone is settled and comfortable as possible. I also spent time fixing and updating the farm cameras, not just technical, but intentional. Trying to make that viewing experience more engaging for the folks who are tuned in and watching the animals and the land alongside of us. And quietly, in the background, I started doing a pre-prep for spring. Not planting yet, just thinking. What space I have, what did well this year, what I might try next year. Seed planting isn't about rushing spring. It's about remembering that it's coming. Christmas stretch this coming week brings a mix of typical Appalachian winter swings, cold snaps, wind, and a few shots of precipitation. Winter has just began. So on Monday, December 29th, it's going to be the day of change. Some sun early, then clouds building up with wind picking up and temperatures cooling off. There's a chance of snow late in the day as the air turns cold. The high will be 41, lows dropping all the way down to 15. Tuesday, December 30th. Very cold and breezy. Winter is really asserting itself. Highs only near 24, with lows near 18. A day for the warm clothes and watching your breath hang in the air. Wednesday, December 31st, the last day of 2025. New Year's Eve, a bit milder, with partly sunny skies, high near 33, lows near 25, still cold, but it'll feel like a slight reprieve for the weeks. Drops deeper and the chill returns. Thursday, January 1st. Happy New Year. Clouds with occasional snow flurries. Maybe a light coating to start off the year. High near 27. Lows again near 18. It's one of those classical winter days to greet 2026 with frost afoot. Friday, January 2nd, sun and areas of high clouds. Not quite as cold, with the highs around 42 and the lows near about 32. A little warmer in January can feel like a gift. Saturday, January 3rd, mostly cloudy with highs near 38 and lows returning to the 20s. A chill closes the week off and the holiday stretch. Guys, winter is settling back in on its rhythm. So what does this mean for the ridge? Well, the early week brings cold air, wind, and makes the snow and shadows feel sharper. Midweek, you gain that brief neutral window with clear skies. New Year's Eve stretch may bring a few snow flurries, but probably not a big storm, but enough to remind us that winter is in place. And late week, warm slightly, but we're firmly in winter territory. And space weather this week, it was quiet again. We did have some strange internet issues this week, and it did line up with the coronal hole swinging in position, but it was nothing dramatic. And there was no big geomagnetic storms. There was just enough disruption to make you raise an eyebrow. While in town, I noticed people seemed a little off, edgy, scattered. Hard to say how much came from the sun and how much came from the season. But sometimes small shifts, they ripper further than expected. Even when the sky whispers, the ground, it listens. Christmas itself was good. Mom, Dad, Jake, Jill, Lisa, everyone was here. The house felt full in the best way. It looked nice. It sounded nice. It smelled nice. Made some of my grandmother's recipes. Ate some of my grandpa's famous cornbread. I miss both of them dearly. It's nice having little reminders. So it was nothing loud. It was nothing rushed. Just one of those holidays that felt settled. Like it landed where it was supposed to. I also hold winter solstice as one of my holy days. For me, it's a time to spend outdoors, honoring the natural cycle, respecting the turning of the year. The winter solstice reminds us that we are now in the rest cycle, not the dormant one, but the reflective one. The season where growth happens quietly below the surface. Reflection is about self-care in the simplest and most honest form. Rest without guilt. When your body asks, do you need a little extra sleep? It's a good way of calming the mind when it starts to race. I've been feeling a little run down. And instead of pushing through like normal, I've been listening, getting my sleep right, and letting myself slow down. These aren't indulgences. They're maintenance. Little biological corrections. I think of them as small adjustments towards a longer goal, a happy, healthy, active life, all the way to 122. Winter teaches us this is what we need. The land doesn't apologize for resting, and neither should we. Stress, it shortens the season, while rest extends it. This week sat at a threshold. The longest nights are behind us now. The light is returning. Slowly, quietly. There's no rush required. No need to prove anything. Just care, attention, and rest. If you take nothing else from this week's almanac, take this. It's okay to sleep. It's okay to pause. And it's okay to tend to yourself the same way you tend to the land. Until next time, I'm Doc, here on the Allegheny Front. Live slowly, love deeply, fear nothing.